I was about 19 years old. I had the dreams like everybody else did at that time about what my life was about. Vietnam was going, and I knew I was going to get drafted. So I decided to enlist instead, so I might have some kind of chance to come out the other end.
We deployed to Al-Anbar province in Iraq, and it was after the initial push. Our battalion was kind of put in charge of what they called the Wild Wild West.
I was on an 81 millimeter mortar for 6 months, and was responsible for a lot of mayhem. And when I think about that now, you know, it's like, you know, it's awesome responsibility to be taking someone else's life. Those are things that change you. Those are things that you come to value life more. If you make it, you know, if you make it out of there, it's not like you just go on about your life like it never happened.
My first time out to the FOB, we'd go out in sort of pairs. We'd pair up with one guy from them, and then they'd sort of take us on a patrol. And I remember getting out there, and we have night vision goggles. It was pretty intense, running across these way, and you can see rounds, you know, going everywhere.
We're not looking for pity. What we want is the opportunity to be heard and be given the tools to catch up and to be able to live what dream we want to live, instead of being stuck in the nightmare.
The horse as an archetype represents dignity, strength, integrity, authenticity. So a lot of the things that we naturally are inspired to want to become, they embody. The horse's instinct, their social instinct, is very much like our own. So there's a natural substrate for communication and relationship ready to occur. They provide us with a very unique, sort of frank and honest feedback. This mind of ours is only able to process less than 10% of the information that's around us all the time. And the horses are guiding us into this whole other world. There's information that we could be bringing in to inform us, to help us make choices and decisions in our life. I am just still always blown away by that.
So she's still really connected with me, and I'm still really connected with her. But we're at this place where the vibration is the same, and so she's bringing me into a very calm place, very serene place right now, and she's just doing it by being herself. So for a person that's got a lot of fear or anxiety or something like that, something that's out of body, that's out of present, to give them a break and just let them be in the present with themselves is what they give us in the therapy.
For PTSD, I think that's really important about being in the here and now, because we have a tendency to drift back into episodes and flashbacks and stuff like that. But this is here and now.
A mirror, kind of. They should tell you that, I mean, as soon as I get skittish in my head, they mirror that, and then as soon as I felt like a couple moments where I just took a breath, and like George described it as being in the moment, not really having any kind of runaway thoughts, and that's right when that horse was like, okay, what are we doing? He was just tuned right in.
Come on, come here.
Good boy.
Stay, good boy.
So I think I can use that and as a reflection to feel inside like what I'm projecting. And I think that's incredibly valuable.
And it's on a heart level too. It's not so much up here, it's on a heart level. It really works. I'm learning that I don't have to be in control all the time. It's about, you know, setting the shield in the corner and then come back here. You know, come back into the present, come back into the real world, okay? The world that you have a right to live in.
I made it back, so I'd just say, whether you're telling anybody or not, whether you're keeping it to yourself or not, the people who are really struggling to fit in this society after adjusting to military war society, you're coming back, it just takes time and it takes commitment.
I really want other veterans to know that whatever conflict you were in or whatever you're carrying around with you, that can be dealt with. But you gotta want it more than anything, so.